show, you know.
There we are.
Monday night, so you know what you know the vibes. Red
Yes,
hat,
sir. Yes, sir.
red hat. Y'all know what it means. Monday Night Raw recap, Attitude Era podcast. I'm the Archie Carter. That's King HP. We got the main event going on. We watching the main event, and we're gonna get into Raw.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at this like, what we got here? What we got going on? Jay Uso, I feel like I don't know, man.
He's
I
back in the
you
tag
should,
team.
yeah,
Just send him back with Jimmy, man. Just Jimmy. Somebody call Jimmy. Tell him, come on back. Time to return, Jimmy.
yeah. I like it though. I like it that that if they do that, but not. I don't like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not familiar with this too much. Singles Jimmy's. Oh man, but we got. Oh, let me turn this down a little bit because you know how WWE be tripping with the
Yeah, we
with the
trying to get
copyrights and all that.
trying to ban. Can't ban the snowman though.
But yeah, Damian Priest with Finn Balor with a roll up. I just hate how they seemingly have forgotten. Like he should every time Finn gets in the ring, he should be so. Oh snap! Here we go in the building. Boom. He should be so aggravated and so heated every time he see Finn, but he don't be. He just be what up with the podcast. Let me sure I got a hold of this one. I'm supposed to have my red joint on. I'm so discombobulated.
Was that what?
And so I always have my appropriate color hoodie for the appropriate colored show. But I was just discombobulated. I didn't even think because Archie was like, "Oh, I got the red hat." I'm like, "Oh
No, I
shit,
got it
I'm in
right
black.
here. We
I'm in,
live,
I'm in,
so
I'm in black."
Nah.
You know what?
but
This ain't official until after the show goes off, and then you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna have my appropriate joint. But Finn got the hook of the leg. I
we
feel
just go
like
live to
Damian
get to
Priest.
give people time to get in here. That's all.
I feel like Damian Priest has to lose this with Jey Uso because one, they're basing this is the tag champs. You know what I mean? So what are we doing? If they win, you know what I'm saying? Um, I it is what it is. Nice tag from behind the back with a double arm clothesline. Mr. Yeet
He been off TV
crossbody, you know what I'm
past few
saying?
weeks, so
Boom. We see y'all. Definitely slide in. What y'all think about this Raw? Is they cooking? Is they not cooking? Ooh, little spear by Jay Uso. Everybody just uses spear. It don't even matter if people got
I
it.
was about to say I don't like that he does the spear now.
Yeah, like why are you doing the spear? Your cousin do the spear. It's his finisher. Now it's your
Oh,
like.
look at Liv.
We don't believe in finishers. That's just Liv Morgan with the, with the with the leg pull. Okay, Rhea ain't coming. Rhea hurt. Rhea hurt.
Kyrie
Or she
Sane
does come.
hurt.
She coming on
Kyrie
crutches.
Sane damn near killed herself tonight.
Yeah, her
I'm the
face.
realist, PD.
Yo, yo, they gotta move that table. You know what I'm saying? What up? What up? See y'all in the chat. Yeah, we
Or they
seen
gotta just
Kyra.
stop doing unnecessary spots.
I'm the
I
realist,
didn't think it was a
PD.
risk until I see how far hang time she caught into. I mean, damn.
We talking to the people about that though.
Because the thing is, her
Not the
move is the insane elbow, so she has a top rope move. You don't need to be jumping outside the ring.
You heard?
what happened?
We talking about I'm the realist, PD.
Yo, and then your man's today. We gonna have to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, if y'all haven't seen Trick Williams as a diss track to
Trick is
Pete
on that nigga
Dunne.
Pete Dunne ass. You on Pete ass.
Oh, here we go. Rhea Ripley is stepping out she's coming out now, and we
She
got
gonna
some
throw the
with
crutch.
one
She
leg
gonna
and a
throw the
crutch.
crutch down. It's
We
an
ain't playing
old wrestling
Speedy.
move. She gonna throw the crutch and magically be healed.
Yo, and Liv is mocking her. And Liv is mocking her. What we talking about? What we talking? Smack her like Chad Gable smacked my man's today. Jada Parker smacked old girl last week. Roxanne Perez. Chad Gable smacked my man from American Made. Hit her with the crutch in the gut. I'm gonna call that a crutch buster.
I'm the realist, PD.
Why
Dog,
they making Rhea like she's keep getting injured?
That
I think
ankle.
they're just gonna keep doing that because it was her. WrestleMania was the shoulder. WrestleMania, the Survivor Series, SummerSlam. It was the shoulder. Now it's her leg and knee. Finn Balor ain't paying no attention. JD
Well,
McDonough ain't paying no.
she relinquished her title due to her injury.
You get that razors. Nah, JD McDonough.
Jay,
Oh,
Jay Uso and Damian Priest is winning, man.
I doubt it. If they make that a win, it's kind of like your tag team. Damn, you look like it's about to happen that way.
Told you.
Or Dom, scary ass Dom.
That nigga shook, homie. Dom know this is dangerous waters for him.
Uso splash. JD McDonough gets pinned. The Yeet Man himself picks up the actual pin. When your tag team champs just get beat by regular teams that just get thrown together in an instant, it's no bueno, brother. It's no bueno.
Jerry, I
Yo,
told you. Good night. I'm the realist, Uso.
that's a bad cook up.
I'm the
That's a
realist,
bad cook up.
Priest.
Oh man, but so it looks like we got Jay Uso winning, but Braun Breaker talked to him earlier too. Braun Breaker had to tell him about himself, brother. Again, ain't nobody in your family ever beat nobody in mine. You ain't gonna be the first. And the fact he keep restating that, I rock
Yeah,
with Braun, bro.
I saw
Braun got
Zilla
real.
chimed in on that too.
Braun got some real presence on him. Like Braun, she yeeting with a crutch. What we doing? The Terror Twins, man, pack them up, bro.
You don't fuck with the Tower Twins?
Yeah, they all eating it. Well, not they all, because Damien ain't. Damien's too cool for school with that shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't about to be eating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He ain't eating.
Raw is done, so we about to get into it. How you want to kick it off, HP?
Shit, I was gonna try to switch the damn hoodie, but I ain't switching no goddamn hoodie. I'm black. God damn it. We
I'm
blackety
black.
blackety black hoodie today. We won't be in no red hoodie today. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
black.
But yo, it started. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. The end was pretty good. It started with the Terror Twins and it ends with the Terror Twins. So slash Judgment Day and that whole saga. I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was all right. It could have been worse. It could have been a very SmackDownish show.
A lot happened, so we just get
I didn't
into
even take all the written notes like I should have, but pardon me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's Joe Tessitore's first day on the job. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people starting jobs here in the next 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? But Joe Tessitore's first day on his job was tonight. How you think he did? You thought he was good as an announcer? Did it bother you? Did his voice? Is he cool? He
Nah,
works?
it's cool. It was cool. I think he got to get used of what happens in the wrestling ring because when Priest hit Buddy with the Spartan kick, he was like he started laughing. So it was a genuine reaction. So
Yeah,
that's gonna be
yeah, yeah, yeah,
fun.
yeah.
That's gonna be fun to kind of follow that. Him getting used to being close to the wrestling match.
Yeah, it works. That works. Y'all seen how it started? Rhea got hurt early, but I think it was a kayfabe hurt. They had her in the locker room. They had the little battle with Dom and Liv fell out the ring, got hung by her foot. Same thing that happened to Damian Priest back at Clash at the Castle, I think it was, where he got hung by his foot and they stomped a mud hole in his ass. And Damian Priest had to run out to help old girl, but she was on my leg, on my knee, on my back, on my. All right, cool. She hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Jerry,
But that's.
Jim Ross shit.
Oh, look at this! Look at this. We got a lot. We got a lot going on today, ladies and gentlemen. Bong. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna tap all the way in.
He see the name, the John Cena in the building. You already know what's up.
You got the John Cena. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Yo, my
but yeah,
man,
that's how Raw. That's
Archie is not excited.
He said,
you know what I'm saying.
DNA
He's
froze
in. A,
for a second. It looked like he seen the Undertaker. He said,
Nah,
you know, it's you know what I'm saying.
we haven't seen you since WrestleMania.
shit got dark.
We haven't seen you since the last WrestleMania. I mean, I'm not really a fan of Jey Uso and Damian Priest being on teams. I don't like it.
I don't like it. I'm with you.
Well, you broke them up from the Usos just to put them back in another tag.
Yeah, like I feel like it's just like, what was the purpose of that? Like, if he's gonna be with a team, put him with his brother, put him with his cousin. I'm still waiting for like you know what I mean, the next level of Jey Uso on his singles run. Like, why is his name Main Event Uso?
I think with Damian, they don't really know what to do with him, so they're attaching him to Jay to kind of try to keep him hot a little bit. Because Jay, people love him.
Damian's got story. He got two stories: the Judgment Day as a whole, and Finn Balor specifically. And then if they don't want to do that, hey, I never got my title rematch.
Yeah, he was just
bitch.
a champion. It's I don't know what's going on really.
Yeah, he got three options. They could play with him, so they could do something with him. They just got him fucking around with Rhea's leftovers. He's mad at Dom for some reason. Like, Dom was smashing, he couldn't smash. Dom moved on with another chick. She's still not letting him smash. Now Jay smashing.
A lot
Damian
of
playing
wars have started over women. So
I don't know. I think Damian Priest is a little boring. Like, even when he does the choke slam, I'm like, dog, why?
Stop that. He got an ill choke slam,
I just like when he does the choke slam, it don't even look right. Like when Kane does it, Undertaker do it, it's cool. When he does it, it's like whatever to me.
That's south of heaven. Bro, he sent Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania to the heavens, literally. Go look at the height he be getting on that boy.
It looked like when the Hurricane used to choke slam people. Y'all remember that?
Chill.
When the Hurricane
we were just talking about Jey Uso doing the spear. Like,
yeah, no one want to see. I do like, though, you know, I don't know if y'all seen, he ain't broke it out on television yet, but at house shows, Jay has been doing the yeet elbow, which is the people's elbow, but he eats, and he need to bring that to TV. Immediately.
I like the way that sounds. The yeet elbow is hard.
Yeah,
I think he could pause. We're gonna get him tonight, y'all. He might be a little sauced up, so there's gonna be a couple pauses probably on DNA tonight. We're gonna see if we can see if we can catch him.
He said that's hard.
Absolutely.
And you reference it to a body part, the elbow.
Absolutely. HP.
But nah, like,
we will be on you now. We have intel.
We got yeah, I don't know. Damian just kind of a little boring to me. I feel like I don't know. I feel like
I'll let that be your opinion. I'll let that be your opinion. I disagree, but to each his own. To each his own. I think
the story is interesting, but Damian himself is not.
Okay, got you. You got.
So what's the better tag team? The Terror Twins or Damian and Jey Uso?
I like the Terror Twins better.
Me too.
I hate that shit. And I don't hate them as a collective. I hate to watch women start beating up men. What we doing? And it's like, Dom is like, I'm open to a match with Rhea.
Well, I
look at your eyes.
Last recap when I said it, WWE's been inserting a lot of women in men's matches, and we saw that tonight with American Made and
shout out to you, Ryback. We see you in the building.
They had another like intergender tag match tonight, so they've been letting women kind of mix it up with the men in WWE, which is something that they've never really done.
Nah, when did that used to happen though?
Attitude
Era.
Yeah. Remember Jeff Jarrett? Y'all remember Jeff Jarrett taking on China and China winning the Intercontinental belt?
Yeah.
Like, that happened. That literally happened. Ryback,
I could see that happening with like Rhea. With Rhea, I'll be honest, I could see her winning. Like, I don't know about now because she ain't beating no fucking Braun Breaker, but I could see her winning like the IC title or something.
I think if this
Ryback is
goes
on
on
bullshit.
to
You
the
heard?
Netflix thing, we could possibly see Rhea versus Dom.
Yeah, I think so
versus
too.
Dom.
You
But I
heard
feel like
AP?
what happened?
Ryback. Why was Raw terrible? Are you trolling or are you serious?
No, I think he's serious. I said I thought it was all right. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was cool. There's a couple points that I liked. But I think that getting back to this Rhea thing, I don't like to see women dominate because now what are you going to do with Dom long term?
Wait, hold
He
on.
just
But do you remember WrestleMania? I can't remember which when they had Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie. That was a dope match, and the best part was when Ronda Rousey started beating on Triple H. Like,
Yeah, but
sometimes that's
they've been doing that though. I think they bringing it back in the Attitude Era. They used to get.
Does anyone believe that Ronda Rousey 1-on-1 in a match would beat? Oh man, he dipped, yo. He slipped. He dipped. Yo, he's back.
That was the Undertaker.
He botched and then came out with the botch. You know what I'm saying? But
Botchamania.
does anyone believe Ronda Rousey beats Triple H in a 1-on-1 match? Oh, yo, what's happening?
Oh, it was a whole
Wyatt Six
glitch on this. I don't think that's super. Like, bro, Rhea beating up Dominic in real life, I don't think that's super implausible. Like, if you were gonna do something like that's crazy. Dominic ain't no like Triple H and Ronda Rousey. I get that's way more unmatched. Dominic don't look like, even the way they market him, he's not some big like super tough guy. Right. You know what I mean?
He went to jail. Z.
I just feel like you're gonna kill anything Dominic ever tries to do. If you have to, at 27 years old, get beat by the women's champ like that. Now he's hit his ceiling. And Dominic, because wrestlers change. There was a time Jinder Mahal was a jobber, then another time he comes back, he's a world champion. Drew McIntyre used to look. Well, I mean, he was in a group with Heath Slater.
Hey,
wasn't going nowhere.
And Jinder Mahal was in that group too.
Yeah.
Wasn't going nowhere, right? And then we look at the fast forward. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But you don't want to like. I just don't think it works. I think it worked in the gimmick match.
I don't think Dominic is anywhere near his ceiling. He's only 27. He's doing the hottest thing as a heel. I think in like 5-6 years, he's going to be the only Mysterio really wrestling, and he's going to be a good guy again, and he's going to be I don't think he's anywhere near his ceiling for real. He still has 10, 15 years left in this business. So I think this is, I think it's nothing.
I think at the rate he's going, at some point he's going to have to add size.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
What?
I agree.
And we sitting there talking about pauses? At some time, he's going to have to add size?
He ain't big enough.
Hey. Yeah, yo.
But I do think I think his aesthetically it works. He can beat some champions in gimmick matches. But I don't see Dom getting in the ring with Braun Breaker and making something interesting happen. I don't see it.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I could see him getting beat up by Rhea Ripley. I think that's where they market him. In the future, as like a Sami Zayn ultimate underdog, I could see him being like a Braun Breaker.
I don't even take that. Because you know what? WWE be quick to turn on people. They be promising things one day, and then it's like, the crowd never really got over that. And now that's why I'm saying you could make a ceiling for him if he does it, where now he can't never get past it. Jeff Jarrett was out here hitting women with guitars, and his rest of his WWE stint, he never got past that loss for China. They never put him in like, what? No, you're just gonna keep hitting Deborah and who was the other? You know what I'm saying? They just kept having him attack women the whole rest of the time.
Yeah.
So I don't want to see them do that to Dom, man. Let Rhea low blow him. Let him cost him some matches. Maybe they have an intergender match and she pins him, but not no 1-on-1. And he takes an L. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, I think that's where it's really leading is the intergender Terror Twins versus Liv and Dom, right?
Oh, they just did it.
They just did it at
2 days ago. Bash of Berlin.
You ain't see that there?
I did not.
You ain't see how Liv got rolled up.
I seen that. I seen the ending though. When Rhea put Liv in a pretzel, I seen that part.
She had it in her hands.
I seen when Rhea folded her up. You know what I'm saying? for the pinfall. I forgot what she called the pinfall, the pretzel pin. I love the pretzel pin.
Oh, it's
And
actually
you never
called the
heard
pretzel
complaint from
pin?
me, brother. Huh?
It's
Yeah.
actually called the pretzel pin?
Yeah. She calls it the pretzel pin. I've used that
He
move in
didn't
real
even know
life.
that. Something
It
tells
works.
me he's put somebody in a pretzel before. So
Yes. It
I didn't
works.
even know it was the pretzel pin.
Hey, fellas, you get in an intergender match with your lady tonight, put her in a pretzel pin.
Yeah. I would
Denied.
say after Damian and Finn have their, like, wherever that leads to, which they could stretch that out all the way to like WrestleMania if they really wanted to. After that, I think it might get dark for Damian.
Yeah. But speaking of stretching out, Punk and Drew, they gonna have another match.
Oh yeah, they need to. That's the trilogy.
You have to. You knock my man out his shoes. That's why I liked Raw.
Bloodied
I
him
watched
up, broke
Fragile
the
Phil.
bracelet. Drew McIntyre is wilding.
The same bracelet he put on his nuts that CM Punk kissed, and then he pulled it out. He broke it. There was no pause on that because that man did that Bash of Berlin. We all saw it. He pulled it out of his crotch. Later in the match, CM Punk takes it off this man, puts it on, and kisses it. Mom, what we doing here? Like, yo, Phil, I'll just leave it at that.
It was
But the match,
overseas.
I think
Get a little freaky overseas.
it was overseas.
There's different rules
I
over
like
there, man.
What match do you put him in? I don't think you need a Hell in a Cell because no one's ever interfered.
How do you follow up
Why?
a strap match though?
Strap match, 3 stages of hell, last man standing.
I would love for
Last
them to
man
bring back
standing.
3 stages of hell. More than anything else, would give them a no DQ and then a steel cage and then a Hell in a Cell, and you know you're gonna get to the Hell in a Cell because it wouldn't even be 3 stages if it was.
It's either 3 stages of hell, it's a last man standing, a no holds barred, or a Hell in a Cell. And CM Punk wins again.
I think it's gonna be a Hell in a Cell. I would love a 3 stages of hell match though.
I'm gonna say honestly this. I'd rather see Finn and Damian in Hell in a Cell because the point of the cell is to keep people out. There's no point for a Hell in a Cell, technically speaking, with Drew and Punk because no one interferes. No one gets involved. Y'all got all day y'all to fall all through the arena. Adam Pearce don't even get involved.
I mean, in that regard, if you make that comparison, yeah, you're right. Nobody gets involved, but you just want to see, like, you know what I mean? It get gruesome. It's going to get ugly in that cell.
Last man standing.
I
think you said last
will say this.
Going to inflict the same type of goriness as Hell in a Cell. Like,
but I will say
Fragile Phil going off the top.
Nah,
that's not gonna happen.
And CM Punk and Hell in a Cell is like Undertaker and Mankind. There was no interferences. It was just this 2 deranged people. It's how we got to settle it.
No, but I'll say this about that. From a booking standpoint, I think Jared, like, CM Punk is mad injury prone, so he's not necessarily gonna do no crazy shit. They're not gonna let him do crazy shit in the Hell in a Cell. So there might be a different kind of match that he could, like, you know what I mean? Like, kind of like just do better. I don't know how to say it, but he is injury prone, so they might try to take care of him and do like a last man standing or some shit like that. He ain't jumping on
what kind of match he need to be in? A pillow fight. So, because he's fragile. I heard
even the strap match, I think, was
the
like
pencil broke when they signed the contract last time. That's how fragile he is. But we'll see.
They could do if they fight at Bad Blood, we could get a first blood match. We ain't got one of those in a minute.
We ain't had one of them in a long time.
That's the match. That's the one.
I don't want them to do it. I'd be too scared that one of them accidentally gets cut.
Well, he bled tonight.
He bled tonight. He bled before on that stretcher. Remember when he came back from suspension and Drew beat the dog? Drew always beating the dog because he's been doing all right.
But has he, or has he just been careful? Like, he hasn't done anything super crazy or amazing since he's been back. The matches have been pretty good, but the story is where it's at. Like, if he goes in a Hell in a Cell, I can't see him, like, carefully I want him off top of the cell. I don't want them to be careful like they've been in these matches.
That means he got to climb them 20, 30, 40 feet. I don't know
So
about that.
basically, Z, you don't want to see him again.
Yep. I'd rather see honestly like
why injury prone and you just want my son to break something.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna go out there, you might as well break something.
Yeah, but basically he's saying he don't want CM Punk to be in the WWE in the foreseeable future. He don't think CM Punk is gonna make it to the Netflix deal.
I think an ambulance match.
I don't like those. That to me, that was like keep it cash.
A casket match works for me because
first of all, Mr. Analytics, if we going on what this match symbolizes, it symbolizes first blood. It's bad blood
or
it's bad.
I don't think so.
To see who draws it first. That's the match.
But Drew gets to say, "I drew it twice. I made
you bleed twice." That's what Punk say. Do it again.
Do it again, which more proves the storyline. Now you got to do it in the match. Remember when Stone Cold and Undertaker had the first blood match? Remember Undertaker was making Stone Cold bleed every single time before the match. And remember, Stone Cold had the Band-Aid on before when they got into the road joint because he was saying he was weakening them. He was making it easy.
Is there any other type of cliche matches? Like they have the stretcher matches, but I'm like, we done seen Phil go out on
I was just trying to think. I don't like the stretcher match. But do you see how the main thing with the storyline, it really all goes back to
I don't like the strap match.
Strap matches are all right. I just don't think they did it well.
I like bull rope matches because you just attach to each other, but that hitting the pole.
For the strap, I thought that was whack.
So
hey, I just thought of something.
The match was alright. I didn't think it was bad. It was good. Right?
Because it all goes back to the bloodline and the bloodline really being on top. You see how they made the whole story with the Ula Fala, and look now how they brought the bracelet into the storyline. Is really doing that. I think you put that bracelet above the ring and you do a good old ladder match.
Well, he broke it. He broke the bracelet tonight.
He broke it tonight, and then he put it in Punk's mouth, and it paused.
Hey,
and then I caught myself.
Hey. Yeah.
He put the bracelet in Punk's mouth.
So he went Akinelli and put it in his mouth.
A lot of people don't remember that.
You can get another one to symbolize it. You could even do how they used to do, be like, yo, loser gets fired and put a contract, but whatever. But I think a ladder match is where CM Punk can really shine. Really shine.
Somebody in the he don't want him to make it to Netflix. I'm not listening to him. No.
Whatever the match is, I just want to see AJ Lee front row so we can see AJ Lee.
Oh yeah.
Somebody in the comments said I quit match, and I like that too.
That works.
I like that.
Somebody's got to say it.
And you know why that will work? That means CM Punk will have to use the Anaconda device, and he don't have to do the GTS. So that will actually work for CM Punk.
Yeah, I like an I Quit match.
The chances of us getting first blood before Netflix is low, so I would go with I Quit. I feel like once the Netflix deal is in place, we're gonna start getting some of them old matches back.
I think you could do first blood on the PLE though, because it's a PLE.
Yeah, I mean, I think so too. But are they saying?
I don't think so, because I think it's like a whole. Now I don't know if you guys hear this. I feel like King HP usually sees the behind the scenes stuff like I do. They had an emergency, not an emergency, but an immediate meeting today at WWE HQ over the language use, about how people are kind of freely cursing. And the meeting was, look, we're not rebranding yet. Stop with the cursing. So I think it's more of a brand thing. That like when they move to Netflix, they're gonna gradually rebrand completely to be a more mature product, and then we'll get like first blood matches. So I think
agree with
we're gonna get back to the Attitude Era feel. It's just, and it's already going there, just incrementally.
On some saucy talking spicy, already talking spicy. She say fuck that, but then she laughed. But the fuck that is in there with the explanation point. Ambulance match more likely. Bando, I hope that's not the case. I hate ambulance matches, but I'll watch it with them too, because their storylines got me, you know what I'm saying, hooked. But I would prefer not an ambulance match.
Now, I don't know if he's still in there, man, but shout out to the big guy Ryback, man, tapping in the comments. You know, we got a mic for you if you want to come on Attitude Era Podcast. You're more than
Absolutely.
welcome. But yeah, he said Raw was terrible though. So
Hey, if he said Raw was terrible, hey, I can't knock nobody's opinion. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, CM Punk left on a stretcher. At the end of the day, I don't know Dom.
I enjoyed that personally. So
Dom, what was the highlight then? What is there anything for me?
Kyrie saying she gonna have the worst headache in the world in the morning.
Yeah, that was wild. That was wild.
Let me see if I could post that picture real quick. Let me get that up off my
I think she might have just overshot her jump.
She did. You ain't see it? It's real quick. She hit the corner of the
I saw it.
of the shit, like right here, like bang, like right there. This part, you know how when you was a kid you used to flip your eyelid? It was like the under part.
And she finished the match, so tough.
She did.
Tough.
Kyrie Sane has always really been one of those ones. Like, she's been doing crazy shit. Like,
I watched this documentary about the way Japanese women train. It's blood and tears in the training. They're trained, to go. So
women's wrestling in Japan is, well, now it's so getting crazy more respected here, but it's always been way more respected in Japan. Like,
they bleed in practice. It's
Kenny Omega had a whole huge match with Asuka that went crazy.
The cleanup.
Yeah, they already do intergender matches, which I would really like to get to.
We've been joking about this for a few weeks now, but
the
Pure Fusion collection said something tonight that had everybody like scratching their heads a little bit.
I'll read it verbatim too. You want me to read it verbatim?
Go ahead. I'll read it. Because people have been calling them the Studley Boys. People have been calling them the Stud Line. And tonight, I think they leaned into that a little bit.
Bull daggers. You know what I'm saying? The quote was, and I repeat, because I put it in the chat too. As soon as she said it, like, what the fuck she talking about? There's no man in this audience that can take us home. The fuck we talking about? You just really made your whole shit look dumb.
There's another part of that, and it's like no woman can take us, period. But the fact that you said no man in this audience can take us home.
Yes, she literally said.
I like
why?
Play into the lesbian thing. If you're gonna have a bunch of lesbians being lesbians, let them do it, bro. Let them do it. Lean into it. Why not have lesbians walking around? Bro,
Shayna, get the scissors.
Bro, I'm just saying. Why not? Look, and let's keep it real. You have, like, at AEW, I can't remember it, but you have openly gay wrestling teams who get love for that. Why not have an openly gay lesbian team? And they on that, they stand on it. They like, yo, ain't none of you met. I think it's a good gimmick.
I think it was Sunny Kiss and Joey Janela was a team. Then of course you have Nyla Rose, who is a transgender wrestler. So, like, and guess what? It's gay people in the LGBTQ community that watch wrestling. So, hey.
A group of 3 lesbians walking around bullying all the non-lesbians is maybe the most attitude era shit WWE has done in years.
Speaking of, we mentioned Trick Williams had a video. And somebody in that video had on a shirt.
I'm the realist, PD.
What did he say? You're a butch? Yeah, he had a shirt that said you're a butch. So it's some wild things going on in WWE.
And did you see Sheamus retweeted it? Sheamus tweeted it and said, Trick William voice, you're a butch.
Yeah, because that's all for that Pete Dunne shit.
That's going. I ain't gonna lie, Uncle Trick got the wrestling world in a frenzy with that, man.
Yeah. It's a PD challenge out right now.
Yeah,
viral.
Yeah.
And he's giving signed merch to the top 5.
Y'all gonna compete in it?
Nah.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? We rappers, dog.
I'm supporting it to the fullest, man. I fuck with Trick, man.
Here's an overlay of Kyra's eye. If y'all ain't,
I'm the realist, PD.
She's like a Walking Dead zombie, yo.
Yeah, she hit that motherfucking desk. Oh,
that's a crazy picture, though.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little turned on. I ain't gonna hold you.
This freaky ass nigga is
Yeah, I'm not
69 God.
So, but yeah, Trick Williams got the world going crazy. We're gonna cover
Hey,
a little more.
I got a little video for you. I got a little video.
Big Bando, I'm on 2K. Let's get active.
It's 6 seconds. Here we go.
View for what is likely to be pain. Oh no! Oh! View for what is likely to be pain. Oh no! Oh!
Damn, that joint looks
So
like
her face
Crazy.
caught that shit.
So,
do you think they were supposed to? Who do you think that's on right there?
I think it's more Kyrie because I think she overshot it. And Bianca can't do but so much with that. So
yeah,
but yeah, she tough. Speaking of tough, I think we're gonna get Sammy and Gunther.
Not excited.
I wasn't excited.
I'm excited, but Sammy about to lose. They're not about to have Gunther lose to Sammy this early on. Like that's why I don't like. They kind of just feed Sammy to the wolves.
It lets you know what's about to happen.
If Sami Zayn beats Gunther, rest his soul, rest in peace. Psycho Sid gonna be rolling over in his grave.
Oh yeah.
That would
go to the interview.
You know that makes him like Super Sammy, and that'll be disgusting if he beat Randy.
Nah, he already beat Gunther for the IC. They not letting him beat.
Yeah, ain't no way.
This is gonna be Gunther's get back.
It's a good story, but ain't no way, man.
Nobody wants to see. That's the Canadian hobo. Let's not. He did look a little bit more polished today, but normally he looked like he just wandered off the street corner.
I don't know why you be hating Sammy so much, man.
I don't even hate him. It's just, when I see him, I'm like, somebody give him $1. Like the dude, he just is.
You got $1.
His t-shirt be baggy for no reason, all in his collar. His scruff is not well maintained. His hair is long. He looked like he'd been drinking before he got on the job.
Another one he's just kind of stuck in limbo, and they just put him with somebody who needs something. That's
but
what it is.
Part is Sammy can wrestle and has good matches, so it's like, all right, cool. It's just.
And speaking of intercontinental title, Braun Strowman and Ilya Dragunov, they moved on in the tournament. So we're gonna see what happened with that. But that was pretty much the show.
I like that they've been having a lot of tournaments to name the number one contenders. They've been doing a lot of those tournaments, and I like it.
Well, I think it also does two things. One, it buys you time to set someone up and see if the audience is going to lean into something to what you're selling. Because you had the open challenge for the U.S. title, no clear contender. When you look at the SmackDown roster, I expected the winner of Andrade / Carmelo, but they're beefing back and forth. And then on the Raw side, you got this. I don't see a clear-cut challenger for him, for Braun. So I think it works, and it opens the door for new talent to kind of get a little push here. I'm happy.
Only
Bronson
new
Reed.
talent that kind of, I think it's like Ilya is the only one that really new.
Yeah.
Well, it was supposed to have been but he caught COVID.
Bronson Reed.
I don't know if he would have won or not.
And that was the one we would have needed for real. Like Bronson Reed versus Braun Breaker.
It tears the house down.
And Bronson Reed, it's like he's been waiting for that push. So it's unfortunate that he got COVID, because now would really be like his time. You know what I mean? Like, but that COVID's not gonna last. They'll put him back in the picture somehow. Yeah,
but it's not now. They got the thing brewing with Seth. They're like, let's let this heat up.
Seth, Miz, R-Truth. He got a little hit list. Braun Strowman on that list.
And on top of that, Braun Breaker is still building momentum. I'm thinking they're already marketing this as him versus Jey Uso, because this is the second week in a row they're coming face to face. He keeps telling him to his face, ain't nobody in your family ever beat mine. And they're not doing that with none of the other competitors. You know what I'm saying?
And Jey should be one to do it. That should not happen.
I think someone put in our chat, Jacob Fatu is going to come over. That's a match down the road that you really want to build to. That's a moneymaker, Jacob Fatu versus Braun Breaker.
And why would you take Jacob away from SmackDown right now?
Eventually, you got to do some redrafting anyway. Not right now. Yeah. I'm just saying down the road. Well,
redrafting or not, you can't take from SmackDown. They already on thin.
No, I said, like I said, down the road. So I don't know how far down the road, but you know what I'm saying? No, they didn't mention anything about Odyssey Jones, and I don't think they're going to. I think so.
Kofi had
Whatever
a
happened,
segment tonight, but they didn't mention Odyssey.
Yeah, who knows
Whoa.
what happened? He did something bad.
Xavier Woods put out a tweet. He said, "I had nothing to do with it. It wasn't me." And then
I
then Dijak posted a picture and said that's something that somebody had something to do with it would say of him and Woods. So maybe Woods and Dijak got a little something we don't know about. But yeah, Raw was Ryback said it was terrible. I'm not gonna say it was terrible, but it was a Monday night
terrible shows.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't want no smoke with Ryback. If he said it's terrible, it's terrible.
Hey,
we need clarification on that, Ryback.
You know,
last time we had some clarification, we had a little something with Vince Russo. I don't want nothing with Ryback. So
we need clarification, Ryback.
Yeah, we do. I would like, you know, so I thought they had the Wyatt 6 thing. I'm a little drained on that. I think that mask is dumb as hell. I think here's where the now we're going downhill a little bit. Like, all right, next
it took
week,
too long to build, and it's still building because him and Chad Gable should be done with each other.
It should be done.
Move on to the next person because y'all laid out the whole building.
I don't even get why it was Chad Gable. They should have had him going for a belt immediately.
Because there was no story about why it was Chad Gable. They never got into why it was Chad.
They should have given them all belts immediately. Like they should have had
like the bloodline.
Exactly. They should have had a tag team champion. They should have had LA Knight win. Now they should take it off LA Knight and give it to. They did it with the Judgment Day. Why would you not do it with Wyatt 6?
I'm gonna tell you why. It's better for the Wyatt 6 not to have titles and constantly tell you that your worthless earthly things mean nothing to me and just keep dominating people. Because again, if you put titles on them, they become the hunted. Very few guys can really still be the hunter and make it look like Cody Rhodes is out here calling out people. Hey man, you want to be my friend and fight? Corny as hell. You know what I'm saying? It don't work for everybody.
I don't even think you put titles on a Wyatt because right now they're like it's like a side quest to a main mission.
But that's because that's what they made it. Like the debut was so amazing that they should have immediately been throwing them. I don't know. I think that's every time they've done that with the Judgment Day or the Bloodline, it makes them more powerful and impact. Like it makes them more important. It makes them more impactful. You know what I mean? But
they haven't done it with a not extraterrestrial, but a like gothic. I mean, Judgment Day was a gothic group, but this is like supernatural. That's the word I'm looking for. These are supernatural people. Let's figure out what we want to do. That's a lot of people to be protected. They do have the belts for it. The women for the women's title. You got Dexter Lumis for Intercontinental. You got a tag, and then Bo going for your world title. So it works out title wise. And it builds.
I said from the beginning, I was 50-50 on the Wyatt 6. I think I'm back to being 50-50 because I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm losing interest, man. And that ugly ass, dumbass mask. Get the Undertaker's joint, that Phantom of the Opera, the white. It went well for him. That fucking, it's got screws in it. It looked like he made that shit before he came. Yo, him and his. Come on, bro. You got
because the Wyatt family got busy in the ring. Like they was wrestling.
Their matches are good.
That's what I'm saying. Luke Harper, Rowan Even, the Bludgeon Brothers thing was a little weird, but when it was the Wyatt family, they was wrestling like weekly.
And they made them look strong. Like they put the belt on Bray eventually. Like the Wyatt family looked way stronger than the Wyatt.
Luke Harper even had a singles title.
Yeah. Like the Wyatt family was that family that like they told you they were going to pull up, and then they did 5 minutes later. The Wyatt 6 be like stalking you, maybe like hacking your email and shit, sending you hate mail, and then pulling up like in months.
We found out that the Wyatt 6 is the real anonymous Raw GM.
Yeah, like they just got to push him a little more. I think they really just got to. I think they should give him
push him out the door.
Slow burn. We passed the slow burn. Like they need to cook.
We haven't seen Nikki Cross fight nobody.
You might not.
Which is crazy to me.
You see what I'm saying? Like we're going too slow, man. Too slow. And now you only do 5-6 match PLEs. Everybody ain't getting on the card. So
Everybody
we're gonna
can't
stretch this
eat.
out over Raw, which makes it feel like they're not as important because they never hit a PLE.
My man had a good Labor Day up here in this corner, man.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like the
ready.
5-6 match PLEs, but they need to do. There was something to. They got to do one with like 10 matches again because there was something to that.
Which I think every other pay-per-view. I think going to 5-6 match PLEs but making them brand specific works, and then at your big pay-per-views, Royal Rumble, Survivor
Yeah, but
Series, maybe
nothing's
King of the
brand
Ring.
specific anymore. Like that's why the drafts are pointless. It's a good idea and it starts off hot, then it eventually merges right back to one thing. And that's going to happen with Netflix because they want who they want on Netflix.
Yeah.
We talked about that too on the prediction show. SmackDown had 2 matches on the last PLE, just 2, and one was the opening match with the world champ. That's no bueno. How many world champion matches did Roman Reigns open a PLE?
See,
None.
This will even be a time to bring back the pre-show matches, which I didn't like, but it gives you more matches.
Yeah, I
and
agree
that'll work.
So,
But for you to have 2 separate brands, 5 matches, one show gets 3, the other show gets 2.
I don't know, but
Cody or Gunther cannot hold down Netflix on their own. They're gonna have to bring Roman in.
Roman's going. Oh, Roman's going.
They're gonna have to. Cody, bro.
So here's the question. I know we are wrapping up real soon. Wherever Roman goes, like, does the bloodline follow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shift the Wyatt 6 over there.
To be, in the words of Bubba Dub, trash.
Shift the Wyatt 6 over there.
To do what?
To do whatever you got to do something. Make them wrestle every week. Do something. There's 6
you got
of y'all.
Roman Reigns on Netflix. You got Jacob Fatu and them Wild on Netflix.
Interesting.
Real quick, last thing I'll say while we're closing up here, the GOAT John Cena just had an amazing interview on Shay Shay Club, where he said Club Shay Shay, where he said his GOAT is Roman Reigns. He said Roman Reigns is the greatest of all time to him. He breaks it down, explaining how the stock price has increased so much with Roman Reigns, how Roman Reigns is the ticket seller. So great interview. I would suggest for everyone to check out.
He also said he bought a Lamborghini 20 years ago and just got the keys last week. So John Cena tripped.
I also think John Cena can be a prisoner of the
Fuck
moment,
you for that.
right?
Cena the GOAT.
DNA says this thing about separate the art from the artist, right? So I'm gonna do that for 1 second. Separating the art from the artist. All right. We talk about a GOAT. There's a guy who headlined the first 8 WrestleManias. He launches the company into the upper stratosphere to mainstream television. And if you're not gonna say his name, it's Hulk Hogan. But I know he's a piece of shit. We're not doing that. He's separating the art from the artist.
I think John Cena better than Hulk Hogan.
Yo, Z, the window, jump out of it.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, like did John Cena ever bring wrestling to the forefront? Because 3 guys have done that.
I think Roman. Okay, I don't. Well, yes, he did because he led the PG era and he led the transition.
He's not more iconic than Hulk Hogan, bro.
He led the PG era and the era. That's
wrestling. That's more iconic than Hulk Hogan.
That's like comparing Dominique Wilkins to Jordan, bro. Dominique Wilkins led the Atlanta Hawks. He led the Atlanta Hawks. Yeah, but to where? To what?
Transcended wrestling. John Cena didn't. With all due respect.
John Cena definitely transcended wrestling. I don't know what you are talking about, bro.
What did he do?
To what? By doing
a spinner?
Oh, yeah, like The Rock didn't do that 7 years before. You're right.
No, yeah, but that was in the statement. He said John Cena didn't transcend wrestling, and he did it, bro. You don't think he did?
I hate to burst your bubble.
He was the face of the company. He didn't transcend wrestling, though. Stone Cold transcended wrestling. The Rock transcended wrestling.
What do you mean when you say transcending wrestling?
John
Cena
was the face of the
company. I'm on your side. I'm just not getting in this debate.
Bro, you think John Cena needs to wrestle? No,
Not
what are
now.
you talking about?
No, not now. Of course not now.
I didn't say he needs to wrestle. I
Because
said
he transcended it.
How?
Stop doing that.
No. Hold on. There's a difference.
I'm about to explain how. Bro,
John Cena.
John Cena has, bro, John Cena is a successful actor, one of 3 to become successful, next to Dave Bautista and fucking The Rock. Hulk Hogan tried and didn't. He's a successful New York Times placing children's book author.
Let him go, HP.
He's a sports, like, he has so much. I don't even get how you can say, bro, that's Labor Day drunkenness talking. There's no way he didn't.
I'm not. Go ahead.
I definitely want to debunk some things here because you're saying John Cena transcended. Can we name all the #1 movies John Cena has been in, please?
Well, he was in the Suicide Squad, and that was #1 when it came out.
But we're getting off topic though.
He has
we're gonna keep it.
John Cena makes some good movies, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
Bro, how has he not transcended wrestling?
You're not listening to what I'm saying. You're talking about accolades. That's like saying if you compare me as a battle rapper, everything I did outside of battle rap, that has nothing to do in battle rap. In wrestling, John Cena didn't transcend it more than Stone Cold. Is John Cena more popular outside of wrestling than Stone Cold? Yes. But
what do you mean transcending wrestling? So let's get this. What do you mean transcending wrestling?
Define what does transcend mean?
Because that doesn't even make sense.
Define transcending wrestling, right? To me, when you transcend wrestling, you have took wrestling to a new height. You have brought a new demographic.
With John Cena, 100%.
Hold on. You have brought a new demographic of people watching it. You have made the sport go from a casual
what
thing.
What are you talking about? He did all that.
See, he's making your point for you.
He is making my point for you, bro.
Hold on. DNA may be doing that for you, but I certainly won't.
All right, let me hear you. I got something for you, too.
To transcend wrestling, to transcend wrestling, you have to become bigger than the sport of wrestling, right? Which means that you're putting the sport on your back, not you're on the sport's back. So WrestleMania, right? It's all no, stop it, bro. Stop. Don't ever make that face. We're talking about WrestleMania. The guy who all 40 WrestleManias fall on one guy, Hulk Hogan, WrestleMania 1. Now, since you didn't go to the double up, let me give you a reminder, right? Hulk Hogan, WrestleMania 1, him and Mr. T versus Paul Orndorff and Roddy Piper. WrestleMania 2, it's King Kong Bundy. WrestleMania 3, it's Andre the Giant. WrestleMania 4, it's a tournament, which is still marketed as him versus Andre. WrestleMania 5 is him versus Macho Man. WrestleMania 6 is him versus the Ultimate Warrior.
But hold on.
No, stop. I gave you time to cook. I gave you time to cook. Hold on. WrestleMania 6 is the Ultimate Warrior.
Y'all making Z point and y'all don't even see it.
Because you're not. He transcended it. It's not who transcended it more. It's did he transcend it.
Let him go, Z. Let him go.
Bro, the PG era was John Cena.
Time out, right?
And the PG era is when WWE started making more money than anyone.
I let all y'all talk. Right? So he takes the first 8 WrestleManias, right? Now, hold on. Let me say my point.
I'll let you say your point. I just want after your point is done. When you're done speaking, Z, tell me how you transcended it. That's all.
I got you.
Okay. So now,
but you got to define what transcending it is. Do that for me right now.
No.
I finished my point.
Yeah, go ahead, AJ.
Okay. Yeah, 7, right? He goes Sergeant Slaughter. 8, he goes Sid Vicious. 9, he does the impromptu, right? That's still within wrestling, right? But the wrestling business has now thrived. Other companies are even thriving from what the WWEF at that time has done. Now, movies, right? Because you said Hulk Hogan doesn't have, but you weren't even alive when these movies were made. So when we see Hulk Hogan do Suburban Commando, when we see the guy, because you said he didn't transcend wrestling, right? So when we see No Holds Barred, which makes Tiny, rest in peace, which makes Tiny Lister, who goes on to become a cultural icon in Friday, which is how he gets the part because he comes to the WWF, right? Off of the strength of Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan now goes to the Grammys. Hulk Hogan does Rockin' Wrestling, which is a cartoon that has multiple seasons throughout the 80s. He creates a wrestling genre for people to feel cool. They bring in Muhammad Ali. They're bringing in stars. He is the first star.
They're bringing in stars because they needed stars.
But hold on, time out. Where's the money come from? I can't just, okay, I got DNA here. Now I got to pay for Loaded Lux to come in. Where do I get the money? We have to do something. The business is on the back of Hulk Hogan. John, just because he's standing on the shoulder of a giant doesn't mean that he's a giant. Now, also, Hulk Hogan transcending, right? He goes to another company that's fledgling out and revitalizes the whole company. Gets
No,
TV
he didn't.
deals.
He killed the company.
This is where
he killed the company.
Like Warner Brothers, this is where
he killed the company. He didn't revitalize it. He killed the company. He took
Stop it. In order to kill something, it has to be alive, right? You're only looking at one aspect. WCW wasn't thriving off the back of Hulk Hogan.
There are people in charge of WCW who blame Hulk Hogan for killing it. John Cena was on top during the PG era where WWE started making more money than ever. He changed the merchandising game. And since you said Grammys, he dropped the number one selling rap album.
How did he change the merchandising game? What, did they start making T-shirts?
He sold more merchandise than anyone and started dropping a new T-shirt every 2 weeks, which no one ever did before.
They started giving out movie deals to superstars when Rock credits Hulk Hogan for this. People in the industry would credit the guy who did it.
I feel like the subject matter is just getting lost on the fact of what did he do to transcend wrestling? It's a simple question.
Hold on, wrestling, because they make it seem like crazy. Did I not name mad shit? Archie, be real. Did I not name mad shit?
Like I said,
y'all talking about a whole bunch of stuff that has nothing to do with wrestling.
Hold on, can you okay, just define this.
Y'all talking about movies, y'all are talking about
what is transcending wrestling? Just define that.
What did John Cena do in the WWE that transcended it? That's all I want to hear.
What is transcending wrestling? Because I feel like I named a bunch of stuff.
No, okay, let me read the actual definition. So we're not sitting here just throwing up a bunch of bullshit. By Oxford Language, right? Be or go beyond the range or the limits of something.
Which he 100% did in WWE.
No, he didn't. Movie deals were already in place. Wrestlers, Stone Cold has movies. Randy Orton had movies, right?
And they weren't
Andre the Giant did Princess of the Bride. What are you talking about? John Cena didn't bring in movie deals to WWE? Are you crazy?
Bro, John Cena started 12 rounds and then they had 6 sequels and made WWE Studios. How y'all hating on John Cena? I'm trying to be real. It's gonna look bad on camera. It's going to look bad. No, y'all hating on John Cena. I'm being real. How is he not transcended WWE?
WWE Studios did a movie with The Rock first or with John Cena first?
I don't know about that. But wait, just answer that.
So he didn't transcend anything.
How has he not transcended WWE?
All right, so look, this is my opinion, right? If you ask me, I feel like John Cena is one of the most popular wrestlers in the business of wrestling. But to me, transcending is changing the trajectory of whatever sport you're in.
Which he did.
I feel like
I'm saying he did. Show me how.
He transitioned from the ruthless aggression era into the PG era and led it. That was because of him.
Okay, check this out. Who's the first podcast wrestler?
I don't know.
That's someone who transitioned, because once he started podcasting and showed people it was popular, to transcend, you have to create a lane, not drive in a lane that's already been paved.
And you don't think John Cena created a lane?
He hasn't created nothing.
He pivoted the whole company into a PG product.
So HP made a perfect point to me with that. If you're transcending something, you're doing something that's not already, the groundwork is not already laid. You're changing it.
So guess what? That means nobody could ever pass Hogan because he had to be first. Somebody had to be first.
Stone Cold transcended wrestling.
Before Hulk,
that's a wrestling got in that pocket. Wrestling was not like
Hulk Hogan. Before Hulk Hogan, Bruno Sammartino was transcending wrestling. So Hulk Hogan wouldn't be shit without Bruno Sammartino. So Bruno Sammartino is the only one who transcended wrestling.
No, Bruno Sammartino did not transcend wrestling.
It's no knock, right? When we're saying
he did at the time. He did at the time. And Hulk Hogan did it to what you see now.
Right? When we're saying the word transcended, people are taking it as a knock. Transcended comes with
taking as a knock. His feelings hurt.
Something. It comes with common. It comes with what's going on in the world, and it comes with what's happening. Murder Mook transcended battle rap. No matter how much stuff I did in battle rap, I can't go say I'm Murder Mook. I was not the first person to get on camera and transcend the way people start battling. I can say I've been on BET. I can say I've been on Power. I can say all of that. None of that has to do with in battle rap. Within battle rap, Murder Mook would be Hulk Hogan. He transcended it. It changed. The whole way
you know what?
The landscape of how it's done, it changed because of him.
John Cena did that as well, but we need y'all to subscribe because we're going to have a tag team match, me and Archie versus DNA and HP, because they are bugging.
Change it, brother.
They are bugging.
John Cena capitalized.
The Rock transcended wrestling. Stone Cold transcended wrestling.
How did The Rock change wrestling?
The Rock changed wrestling.
How did Stone Cold change wrestling? Stone Cold probably more, but how did The Rock change wrestling?
How did Stone Cold change wrestling, bro?
No,
what people talking like that?
Stone Cold did to the Attitude Era is what John Cena did to the PG Era.
Retract Stone Cold.
What Stone Cold did to the Attitude Era is exactly what John Cena did for the PG Era. So if Stone Cold transcended.
Okay, so how about this, Z? Them T-shirts that you're talking about, John Cena had to wrestle way longer to pass what Stone Cold already did. He's the first person that sent that shit through the roof. That merchandise.
Stone Cold has numbers that have never been seen, bro.
John Cena dropped a new shirt every 2 weeks and sold out. No one did that before him.
All right. What I'm saying is the way people looked at wrestling
in Hollywood and become the highest paid
Stone
actor
Cold
there.
turned into Austin 316. Nigga, you can say D-Generation X transcended wrestling. NWO did. They changed the way people operated looking at it. Maybe I'm missing something. Tell me what year to watch John Cena. I don't know.
So I'll say this, right?
No
John Cena never transcended. He didn't start anything. What he did do, because The Rock was already going to Hollywood, bro. These people had already been doing. Scorpion King comes out before the John Cena's wrestling.
It's not in his control when he started his wrestling career.
Hey, and Tyree Holmes, y'all saying Hogan doesn't have much success in movies? Hogan has multiple box office movies that at those times were number one. No, they're not.
Bro, John Cena's at the beginning of his acting career.
Z, the chat must be agreeing with us because HP ain't went to the chat at all during this whole conversation.
Bro, Hulk Hogan's acting career isn't touching Cena's.
I'm reading the chat right now.
John Cena only did Peacemaker. John Cena only got hot off Peacemaker. What else John Cena got hot off of?
Peacemaker.
Well, the Suicide Squad, but that's not.
He's been in animated movies. Like, bro, come on, bro. You think Hulk Hogan is fucking with John Cena in acting?
Okay, so is John Cena fucking with Kevin Nash? He was Super Shredder in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2.
Now you just reaching. You're reaching, HP.
You reach.
I'm not reaching, but if you're going to tell me Suicide
Squad,
you're reaching.
What lead role has Kevin Nash had? What lead role has Kevin Nash had?
He does not blaze a new path. What new path did John Cena create? None.
If John Cena leaves during the PG era, what do you think happens?
He's the face of the PG era. First of all, John Cena had more help in his era than anybody else. He has Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit.
Look at what you said. Who Hogan needed in the beginning. Hogan had the whole '80s, and he couldn't do WrestleMania 1 by itself. That's why they brought in stars.
No. I'm talking about. What I'm saying for John Cena is John Cena has multiple mega stars. King Kong Bundy was never near the mega star of Randy Orton or Edge or Kurt Angle. Let's not even compare that.
Bro, but how many people have John Cena lost to and made stars?
You could say that. Think about who's in that.
Even with Rock and Austin. After you say Rock and Austin, who's the next? Who's the next mega star?
Bro,
John
do you know
Cena.
who's in the
Triple H, maybe.
era?
Triple H, maybe. You could say Triple H, let's be honest.
Undertaker.
Undertaker's in the same bracket as Triple H. He's just more iconic because of his...
Brock Lesnar? What are you talking about?
Let's be real quick. Okay. Let's be real. I love Undertaker, Triple H, Lesnar. Were any of them the face of the company? There's only 4 or 5 people who were the face. Rock, and even Rock you can debate because it was Stone Cold.
Roman Reigns.
Hogan, John Cena, and Roman Reigns.
Cena had a hard job, bro. Carrying a PG era and going through all that. He was the face during the downtime. Bro, he had a hard job.
Made it hot.
If that's the case, Shawn Michaels was the hottest thing during the wrestling's downtime.
We ain't talking about Shawn Michaels. We talking Hulk Hogan and John Cena.
No. But you guys are giving cool points for being down. You're giving John Cena cool points saying he was the face during the time they were down. Shawn Michaels had to carry the company.
Who cares about Shawn Michaels right now? He didn't transcend wrestling
at all. And I love
how many
Shawn
men
Michaels.
posed in the Playgirl?
Huh?
How many men posed in the Playgirl?
Y'all bugging with that statement.
Bro,
Shawn Michaels didn't transcend
Shawn
wrestling.
Michaels still works for the company. Shawn Michaels is one of my favorite of all time.
You gave John Cena
I
full points for being the face of a down era.
Transcend, but he definitely changed it because before Shawn Michaels was there, it wasn't people of that stature being in the heavyweight class. It was always people.
Yes, there was. You had Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. You had
he didn't use him like that. They put him mid-tier.
Shawn Michaels, that prototype of like
Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart are the two guys that they use and run. And then they shipped Bret Hart, and really, Shawn Michaels had to carry a harder load, I would say, than John Cena. Because
you are out of your goddamn mind. Yo, can someone read the comments? Because I can't see them. I need to know what the people are
saying Shawn Michaels had to carry, he has to usher. Okay, who is Shawn Michaels' top guys? The guys that nobody wanted, and WWE was still trying to make stars. Stone Cold hadn't even become a star yet.
Born, but Shawn Michaels had a lot of help, bro.
I feel like help. Bro, there were stories about how much people hated Shawn Michaels because he would just go to Vince's office and be like, do this, and it would happen.
That happened for everybody.
John Cena just had an interview where he said, him and Randy Orton said, never have they turned down a storyline, demanded a story. They just do what is told. Like, I don't know. What are the comments saying?
Two-shoe boy, bro. That's why I don't even fuck with John Cena. Oh, culture vulture ass dude. I don't fuck with that dude. You gonna give him the face. He was the face when they were down. So was Shawn Michaels.
This is
during the
Attitude Era. Ether. One is insults, which was Ether. One is facts, which was takeover. We take over, y'all Ether. That's what this is.
I'm not in that category. I don't have a problem with John Cena. I love him.
But you don't think he transcended wrestling, and he did.
That's what I'm saying.
John Cena did not transcend wrestling. He capitalized on opportunities and took wrestling and maintained it. He did what Shawn Michaels did.
We might have to do a show just based on this. We gotta come back to this.
Archie, granted, right? Now, maybe my argument comes from once Z boxed it together with Hogan. Now, maybe if he would have just did it separately, I would have had a different answer. But he tried to act like John Cena's up there with Hulk Hogan. And
I think your argument
he's not.
From
He is up there with Hogan.
He's not up there with Hulk Hogan.
Nah, bro.
He's not. He was the face of the company, and so was Hogan.
John Cena is not up there with Hulk Hogan, bro. Don't do that.
Nah, bro.
I'm tapping out. We're gonna come back to this because we'll be up all night.
John Cena is not close to
Archie,
Hogan.
now I want you to see why my argument
wrestling
was
ability-wise, sure.
I can reflect back.
He probably passes Hogan.
Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe John Cena did transcend wrestling because I'm an honest person. But one thing I'm not taking back is him putting him in the same category with Hulk Hogan. He's out of his mind.
And the thing is, you can hate it, but it's not going to change.
Not in good standing with the melanin.
So,
but with that still being said,
so Cena and Hogan ain't on nobody's Mount Rushmores.
If we're comparing Hulk Hogan and John Cena,
they can both be.
Bro,
Hogan, Cena is the least likely.
Cena, Roman Reigns, all of them are in the same class. All four of those are in the same class.
Hell no.
Yeah,
I'm not even jocking that, bro. Hell no. Shawn Michaels did more for wrestling at a time for the WWE specific.
It's not even
he had
close,
to carry them. He has to fight against a true competitor that has Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Bret Hart even went over there. The whole NWO, Lex Luger, Sting, and all he's got is him and Taker over here leading charge.
Hold on, we gotta take this to like a tag team match or something.
John Cena has no real competition to face. WWE is down. Now they're saying it's back up because of who? Roman Reigns.
This back up. So why would I give TV deal? Come on, man.
And it goes down after the.
Don't act like they didn't get a truckload of money from a TV deal from the Saudi Arabia Kingdom. Don't do that. You the numbers, man.
You know how that deal happened when wrestling heats back up off the strength of Roman Reigns and the bloodline.
That made Roman Reigns run different. Who was the first major match that made Roman Reigns run matter to a different level? The GOAT, John Cena. And I'm going to close with that because we need like 3 hours to do this.
Bro.
I don't get how.
I think all that belongs to Brock Lesnar, bro.
He said, whenever y'all ready. Hey.
Yo, we're going to have this debate, goddammit, sooner than later.
And the topic is, did John Cena transcend wrestling?
That's the question. That's the question. The answer
is
yes.
John Cena transcend wrestling? That's the easiest yes. We can put a poll and everything.
That's easier.
Hey, Ryback, what you think?
I see what you mean. Keyword transcend. We looked up the definition: transcendent meaning to rise above
like
or go beyond the limits.
The chat must have been rocking with us because he ain't went to the chat none tonight.
What you talking about? I ain't.
Don't pull it up now.
You know we can't. Brock Lesnar.
Look at all that. You know
John
what I'm saying?
Cena
I was letting y'all read.
competition in the WWE. Oh.
Man, I'm going to bed, yo. Y'all bugging. Y'all have me dreaming about John Cena and Hulk
Hogan. Cena had more competition than Hogan right there. That's a fact.
Depends on how you think about that. Cena, who was the Andre the Giant at that time? Because you're also talking about different time periods.
Brock Lesnar.
People are just going to completely discredit Paul Orndorff or Roddy Piper or Dusty Rhodes or Ric Flair.
And those were huge stars during that time, is what I'm telling you, bro. Ric Flair and
100%.
Those dudes were rock
I'm just saying,
stars.
he said Cena had a bunch more competition. By whose calendar?
Hogan league was filled with people, bro.
I'm not denying this.
Cena had the hardest era to carry. I'm
telling you, we need to come back and do
a
tag team match and we'll upload it because
the TV rating PG is enough to fight against. Coming off of Attitude Era to Ruthless Aggression.
No, there's a whole nother company trying to take your head off and doing a damn good job of it, beating you 83 weeks straight, bro.
No,
you have to be great.
If you're talking about AEW, you need to jump out the window because they are not doing a good job of it. At no
Attitude Era, and why I would put Shawn Michaels
and
why I put Shawn Michaels over John Cena any day of the week.
Bro, Shawn Michaels had a little thing called DX. What are you talking about?
Before DX. He was champion before he was DX. He was a 2-time champion before he created DX.
He ain't transcendent.
He was fighting against
John Cena did.
His run started with Kevin Nash.
Bro,
it's so
obvious to me. I don't even get how this is a debate. It's so clear that he transcended
You're a
wrestling.
fan favorite of Cena, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you are blurring the lines of fandom and reality. There was no competition.
You are, because you hate Cena so much. You really gonna stand there and say he didn't transcend wrestling?
I hate that rapping ass gimmick he was doing with the chain and the spitter. I hated that shit. But I like John Cena. He cool. He ain't on my Rushmore. He's a
John Cena got a #1 rap album too. I'm just saying. A #1 rap album.
It's fire. You know what I'm saying? Cena was talking
Stop
that
it.
talk.
If he's fired, then Trick Williams fired.
All right, it's time to go to bed. It's time to go to bed. See, HP just be pulling stuff out the air when he.
Well, you say
but leave a comment on who you think is bugging, and we're gonna come back.
We're gonna
do
first rapper
Instagram, YouTube,
to
Twitter,
become a battle rapper.
Hey, we need to get on the Attitude Era Twitter and make the poll everywhere Instagram because we gotta resolve this one because this chat was supposed to be over 30 minutes.
We spinning the block on this shit.
We're gonna do a Monday Night War. We're gonna upload it on a Monday, and we're gonna call it Monday Night Wars. And we're gonna do the debate. Us two versus y'all two. Did John Cena transcend wrestling? That's the topic question.
We should do that for a fucking double up with a 60-second timer, and each person got 60 seconds. We'll let the chat eliminate, so you can get eliminated. If the chat feel like you lying or bullshit,
but we gotta do it because this ain't getting resolved tonight. So
facts. I can't fucking wait. Oh, I'm gonna cook y'all. Y'all smell that shit?
I'm gonna wear my John Cena shirt and everything, bro.
Man.
Oh, I hope you do, brother. I hope you do. Me and D-Day got something for y'all ass. I don't even give a fuck what the topic is, goddammit.
And I love this guy too, but he ain't touching John Cena in wrestling, bro. Come on.
I'm one call away, y'all.
My man, 400 wishes. Ain't nobody wish to meet Hulk Hogan. Get out of here.
Where John Cena got more make-a-wishes. Yo, come on.
Because he's transcended wrestling. He's in the medical space. Get out of here.
Right? Like, come on, man.
I'm not gonna say nothing negative because that's a very honorable thing to do that John Cena did. So that is
nobody else.
Shout out to John Cena.
You know why you can't say nothing? Because
he ain't got no fucking kids.
I'm doing this till we go off air.
Good night, y'all.
Yo, peace,
I hope we do have kids one day though. Shout out.
We'll be back tomorrow night. NXT recap during the main event of NXT, unless something else happens. Because it's been a crazy week in wrestling. Trick Williams dropping music. Odyssey Jones getting fired.
I start my job tomorrow, y'all.
DNA and HP bugging. We arguing. Look, tomorrow night we'll be back NXT recap, and you never know what's gonna happen. So subscribe, hit the notification button.
Archie and V tripping, and the show HB.
This is DNA, and y'all checking out my show Top 5. You got a top 5? I got a top 5, but let's see whose top 5 is better. Good night. Good night.
Brr, it's Cold Food with the Archie Carter. A wrestling match, a return, a battle, something that you were looking forward to because you knew it was going to be hot. And when you got it, well, it wasn't. That's Cold Food, and I'm here to talk about it. It's Cold Food with the Archie Carter. Hey, waiter, this cold.
King HP, and here we're gonna look at wrestlers that couldn't get the job done. We're gonna look at it. Why didn't they win? What happened? And because it's near fall, we're gonna see if we can get them some gold. Remember, the referees